Okay, so are we just winging this completely?
Yes, we're winging it. Are you ready? That's the camera. We look over there.
How close shall I be?
So these things are slippery. I think you just got your answer. Okay, so I'm Anna.
I am Tamsyn.
As you see, we've never done this before. But we decided we want to get together and just record a few things about friendship. Like, we've been friends for a long time, and this is something that we've been wanting to do for a long time, just like talking about our friendship in general, other people's friendships. So finally we're doing it after, I think it's like almost a year that we've been talking and wanting to do this.
Definitely, yes. And then finally I was like, let's do it, give me a date,
yes,
we're gonna do it.
Yes. And I was also like, yeah, let's do it, and then now we're here. So,
exactly.
Hi.
Welcome to our lives. And so are the days of our lives.
Okay, so we have been together, we've been
together! Oh my gosh.
For a long time, longer than most people's marriages.
That's true, actually. That's really true.
Yes, and we met, what did you say? Like
at the Lincoln Park concert.
Lincoln Park concert?
Yes, in apparently it was November 2012.
Yes.
So that means we've been friends for
11 years. Yes, we did, and it was very cute. So we were at a concert. It's actually our significant others that were friends. We didn't really know each other.
Not at all.
So we decided to go to the concert. You guys also happened to decide to go to the concert. I didn't really know Tamsyn, actually. She's just another girl there. And then at some point, I remember either you wanted to go to the bathroom or I wanted to go to the bathroom.
Or I think one of us was really scared to go to the bathroom alone because you have to go through crowds and crowds of people, and then just now you can't find everybody else and stuff. So obviously it's better to go together than to go alone.
So then she said, okay, come with me, and she just like took my hand and we just walked together, and the moment she took my hand I just felt like, oh, this is so sweet. Like, no one has ever, it sounds weird, no one, probably like my boyfriend, but at the time, but like a friend, like no one like showed that much care immediately after just meeting this person like a few minutes ago. So that was very sweet. That's what I remember from that night. And we've had so many adventures. I mean, if you start scrolling through like our photos, you know, you just like see all the adventures and things that we've been on.
I mean, we've just like tried to do as much as you can and experience as much as you can together, which is really lovely.
It is really lovely. But I think the thing for me that makes our friendship so nice is that it's so easygoing.
I agree. 100%. There is nothing worse than a person who is like, let's meet on Tuesday. Okay, where do you want to go? I don't know where you want to go. Okay, let's go here. No, maybe not Tuesday. Let's go Wednesday. No, just make a date. Just like we did today. Make a date and set for it and go.
And show up.
Yes,
and actually make it important.
Yes, I 100% agree. Like, you know, if you are feeling a little bit sick, okay, you know, but if it's just like, I'm feeling a little bit sick, it's a little bit stuffy nose, just go and see the friend, you know? Like at the end of the day, you sometimes make each other feel better.
Yes, that's very true.
I have to actually think of, there was one day we went to We Love Summer.
Oh, yes.
And you came to We Love Summer, and I thought, what is going on with you? Why, number one, are you looking so down?
Story.
Yes, you do know about
Yes, I know. I was obviously saying that I cannot recall what you're about to say.
Okay. But you know, you were feeling so down and you were like, I didn't know if I actually wanted to come, but you came anyway, hence what I'm trying to say. And we met up at We Love Summer. I just thought, you know what, let's just make the most of this. You know, even though you were feeling down, number one, you showed up. Number two, I was like, I'm gonna try and make her day a lot better. So I took her to the ball pit. And that's one way to make her laugh.
That was so fun.
I know you too well.
Yes.
So we went straight to the ball pit. And we were throwing ball, and I just knew, you know, I was throwing balls at you, and you were like, the ball pit is just so much fun. And then you saw, tattoo, and then you had this Anna like tattoo on your arm, and then suddenly later you were like, I'm so glad, that I came in the end.
Yes. Actually, I remember what you. Yes, it's very true. Yeah, I was not feeling great at that, but
Yeah.
you really went out of your way to make an effort to lift me up.
And then we were playing
Mini games that you have the little beanbag thing
Yes.
that you throw. Yes,
correct. Yes. What is it called? I don't know.
Beanbag in whole game.
Yes, that one. Beanbag in hole. And then I got all the holes.
Yeah,
all the beanbags.
You got all the holes.
I got all the holes.
But yes, I think that's very, very nice. Show up, make it important, because life gets very busy sometimes.
Yeah.
You make plans and then I'm supposed to go with you on Tuesday night, but I don't feel like it. I think sometimes I'll make plans with you until something better pops up.
Yes.
And then I'll cancel with you to do that.
And I definitely think that is not a good friendship. That is not what's meant to happen.
Yeah.
Sticking to plans, making sure, like she said, that it is important. You are important, but if you're going to keep rescheduling or go, I found something better, then how's that going to make another person feel? You're going to start playing on that person's emotions.
Yeah.
And, am I not good enough now?
Yeah.
And all of that.
Yes.
It's sort of going to come back to you, because maybe you had some childhood trauma that it's, you I don't know, were left alone, or you didn't have many friends. You just never know what that person is going through. And by one small little thing like that could really make a big difference.
Yeah. And especially as girls, we tend to take
things very personally.
I don't know, but I can't speak for the guys. I don't know how they do with the beers and going out and so, but us girls are very sensitive creatures. But it's what you mentioned now, which is something that definitely is true, is you should think, how will it make me feel? So if I drop you, let's say we have plans, I drop you, what if the roles was reversed? What if you just come to me and say, I can't come tonight? I think if you put yourself in the other person's shoes, it becomes a different thing. And I wouldn't want you to flake out on me on our appointment, so I will not flake out on you.
I think, treating others the way that you would like to be treated is a really great thing to live by. Yeah, it's.
I think it's also the dogs. I have neighbors that have dogs. They need friends. So these dogs next door, they like to talk, and then they talk to the other dogs. People call it howling, I call it talking, just catching up the morning. Look, they're done.
There we go.
Yeah, they just said good morning to one another.
For 1 minute.
They're quick.
If only that was us. We can be talking for hours.
The video would have been done.
The whole afternoon's gone by. When I say goodbye to Aunt, I'm like, see you much later today. I'm seeing Anna. We just can't keep things short, it seems.
But
we always have so much to say to each
it
other.
comes with the easiness of the relationship, I think. I know that we're covering a lot of topics now. In future, we will stick to one topic. But as our first try,
I need to just...
Okay,
you better not include that.
Cut. Before the interruption, what I wanted to say is it just comes back to the easiness of the friendship. It's easy going, and it's not so serious.
Yeah.
I think that's also fun, not making it so serious. Look, there are sometimes we do go into serious conversation.
A lot.
A
lot. But it's also about a time and a place.
Yes, exactly. If we're gonna go out to a festival or one of those places, we're not gonna down the night by talking about serious things and problems. It's just about fun. Let's go, let's have some fun, and on another occasion we can have dinner together, or we can go for whatever activity or whatever, and then we can talk about this is not right or that's not right. I like that we have this easy friendship.
Me too.
Are you saying you're an easy person?
I am an easy person, actually. No, I'm actually mine all day.
But I like to listen, she likes to talk.
Yeah, that's very true. That's very true. I have to sometimes drag it out of her a little bit.
Yes.
But I think that's where we're also really good with each other. It's I need to encourage you, to talk or to share your feelings or to go that little bit deeper.
Yeah.
Where for me, I'm like an open book.
Yes.
I'll be blurting out everything before and then she's asking me one question deeper.
This is great for when we're driving and I need to concentrate on the road. Then I'm I need to ask Tamsyn a question with an extended answer.
Hey, now I know. Now I know why we have the cars and the best conversations.
Because I need to concentrate on the road. I can listen, but I can't really respond. So they say women can do things at a time, like multitask. But
nope, not me.
I don't think. No, I cannot.
No, me neither. Me neither. And I try, it just is not so great.
No, do what you do when you're doing it.
I'm trying to teach myself at the moment to be focused on one thing, to be present in that moment and to realize like I am brushing my teeth. Right now, I must brush my teeth. Not like I must brush my teeth, but I'm also trying to answer a phone call. Yeah. And I think, it's important to be present.
Yes. I love how we can pull these life lessons to friendship, because you need to be present with your friend. Let's say we go to dinner and we only have these 2 hours that we're with each other.
Yeah.
Don't rip out the phone and sit on like your phone for an hour after 2, because you're not really there with your friend. You are with your friend, but like whoever with.
Yeah. So. You know what really annoys me actually is that not about you, but about no. Never. No. Annoys me about other people.
Here it comes. Anna's on camera.
No, we've never been like this. But we'll go somewhere together and we will stick together. Throughout that whole night. Yes, maybe I'm the night owl, so I
get tired.
I really don't want to leave. And I'm like, no, let's stay longer. And she's like, I want to go home. And then I was like, fine, I'll stay. You go. But it was a discussion,
Yes, it was a discussion.
Where it's like, okay, fine, you go, or I go with you, or whatever. But anyway, there's those people that you go together and you're like, I'm going to spend time with you.
Yes.
And 30 minutes later, they've disappeared. And you're like, okay, well, that was a great night. Yeah. And then somehow you're phoning them like, hi, where are you? Yeah. And then they're like, oh, we're here. Now you have to spend your night trying to find your friends. And eventually you find your friends and then, you don't really have that connection.
They've now gone, they're on a different level.
100%.
Maybe they've been drinking more or they've been like having different conversations and now you feel like kind of like...
Yeah, and now you're kind of joining them where it should have been, you two going together and maybe they've made other friends, so now you've got to try and join in on their friends. So I think it's about, again, a place and a time, you know? There are times, I suppose, to do that, but generally if you decide that you're going somewhere with someone, you generally stay with them.
But I also think it comes back to like sort of like the agreement between you and I. Even there's like this unwritten agreement that we have. If we go together, we go together.
100%.
Normally before I will tell you, Tamsyn, we're going. Maybe you go with your group of friends and I will join.
Yeah.
So then I know, okay, even if I want to leave, you are still with people. It's not like I'm dropping you.
And that's again putting each other first, making sure that we are present in the moment, that we are important to each other, that we want to spend time with each other. Yeah. We want to be able to have that time to catch up and to really experience that whole night together.
Yes, yeah. Because it makes for good fun, good memories, good pictures that you can look back on. In a nutshell, I think that's kind of the things that make a good friendship. I know there's like a whole lot more, but I think it's just, wanting to be together, being present in the moment, making time for each other, and just like easy friendship. Don't complicate it.
Yes. Sounds great.
Okay, so I think that's like the fundamentals of friendship. I think what we'll do is let's cut it here and then we will do another episode real soon. Yes. Okay, bye! Give me a hug.
Okay, do I look okay?
Yes, you look okay. Great. This is like the song. If you ask me if you look okay, what's the Bruno Mars song? I say when I see your face.
Yes.
Not